Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Mr. Siswandi, my name is Tiara Agustina. I'm from class 4B in English Education Department, Winsuskario University. In this video, I wanna explain for my final test in language interaction and Islamic perspective. So if you want to know about my explaining in this final test, here we go. The success of communication in second or foreign language is indicated by at least two aspects. For the first is communicative aspect by Pagarik 2007 and Mekam 2012. And the second is intercultural aspect by Atay 2009 and Michel 2015. The second aspect requires the learner to have cultural insight that should be taught in the target language teaching. This statement is in line with what Badges 1119 emphasizes that language teaching is culture teaching. Therefore, language teachers must pay a big attention to the learner's cultural background. Language, to most of us, is a means of communicating our thoughts and ideas. We depend on our language skill for our living, relationship, and other activities. The extent of language influence on our lives may reach far beyond than what we can imagine. From an Islamic perspective, we are encouraged to learn as many languages as possible, and especially those that will help us gain better understanding of our religion. Certain Islamic terms simply cannot be translated accurately into language such as English. For example, the word najasa, as we know, has a deeper connotation than what may be generally thought of as uncleanliness. The essence of the term is not maintained when deciphered into English or other language. For Indonesia, as the country with the biggest Muslim population, another issue raises from learning English is the anxiety of losing Muslim identity by the influence of Western culture and lifestyle brought by English language. There were some cases reported in the newspaper where the community forcibly closed down some English language courses and rejected NGO programs because they were considered to have a hidden agenda. This anxiousness is, in fact, considerably reasonable as to be able to speak fluently and accurately in the target language. Language learner need to master linguistic competence as well as become culturally proficient in it. When learning another language, culture is also taught implicitly during the process. The case is also not specific to Indonesia. Penicon and Makoni 2005 note that the practice of ELT in Islamic context was often viewed as a massive weapon of the missionary agenda, aiming to spread Christian values and Western practice opposing the Islamic teaching. In this regard, the issue may be a serious concern for the communities trying to preserve its local and typical values and wisdoms. Okay, English language teaching is a highly political project, while national education system often provide firm guidelines for what is considered acceptable and not acceptable in classroom. Some promoting a strong secular argument, others promoting a strong religious content. The global reach of ELT outside the state system in which it is part of the standard curriculum result and little control over what gets taught. Okay, maybe this is my explaining for my final test of language interaction and Islamic perspective. I'm sorry if I had many trouble in this video. My name is Tiara Agustina. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.